Hello, everyone. Elle here. It is the 12th day of December, so 12/12/2021, 1:09 a.m. here on the East Coast of the United States Corporation. Um, yes, you are allowed to use profanity in the chat. Absolutely. Hi, Liz. Very good to see you. Mateo, if you're still here. Good to see you. Hi, Rob. Very good to see you. All right. Well, let's get to it, guys. Couple things we have to cover. Sound is coming in okay. Hey, Kev Chat. New Edge Designs. Yo. How you doing? Good to see you guys. Good to see you. All right. Use what? Profanity? Oh, yeah. Use the profanity. It's okay. All right. Well, I just wanted to see you guys, but I'm going to, hey, Hurricane. It's good to see you. Good to see you. All right. So just real quick, I don't know. There's something in the air. People just seem to be off the Richter, going nuts. Shoo, I don't know what's going on, but something is definitely in the air. People are losing it. I hope all is good with you. Hey, True Tomofo. Hey, Harley. Oh, wow. Good. Hey, Spaldo. Haven't seen you in a minute. Good to see you. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome in. Look at this. Oh, by the way, right before the stream, you see this right here at the top above this blue send feedback? Enter your search term. You're going to see that on my computer. I'm really sorry, but it just it's on it. It won't come off. I right clicked on. I tried everything. I even called my son down, and he doesn't know how to get rid of it. And I didn't want to restart my computer because I was already late, and that would have been like not fashionably late. That would have made me very, very late. So, yeah, heaps of road rage. That is true. That is true. No, that was me, Kev Chat. There you go. Everyone's wrenches were gone, and then I'm just adding them back as people come in and as I see fit. But you're blue. But anyway, look, this is really short. Okay. This is crazy because I had a friend that did this in Delaware, and she went to 3 separate stations. So I don't know, this stuck out, and I just saw it right before the stream. And we'll get to the thumbnail in a minute. They're literally remaking and canceling West Side Story. I mean, come on, this division is so obvious. We'll get to it. Every instance of road rage here has a fake paper plate on. Interesting. How much to get a wrench? I don't charge money for that. Yeah, so we don't do that here. Louisiana woman drives to the sheriff's office and refuses to leave until she's arrested. All right, and they don't tell you much about this. Monroe, Louisiana. From these call letters. On Saturday, December 11th, deputies at the, let me see if I can get this right, Ochata sorry if I butcher that, Parish Sheriff's Office were dispatched to the OPSO annex of the 400 block of St. John Street regarding a trespassing complaint. Upon arrival, deputies were advised that the 50-year-old Sharon Watley of Eros had reportedly been told by the Monroe Police Department to leave the parking lot and not return. Vermilion Parish School Board member, what? That's something completely separate. Watley had also been told by OPSO deputies to leave the parking lot or she would be arrested. However, she continued to tell authorities that she needed to turn herself in. After deputies found no warrants, or reason for Watley to be arrested, she was advised once again to leave the parking lot. She refused and was arrested. So she was booked to this correctional center here, Ochita, on one count of criminal trespass. So what's going on? They did have a picture of her. I don't know where that picture went. But yeah, I'm not quite sure what's going on with that. I thought that very odd. And this is really odd too. We're just going to go through these first couple ones. We will get to the tornado. We are going to have to cover that. Hey, Warfist. Hey, Justin Faith. Blind Straight. Good to see you. Thank you, Harley. Okay. NYPD cracking down on counterfeit license plates. That's been going on around here. I didn't put, that together, but wow. Huh. I see a lot of those. A lot of people have been taking advantage of this whole thing that's going on. So, yeah, I know, Hurricane. I know. It's completely, and the link for Mike Morales is beneath. And also the link, I believe, for history of weather modification, but you can just look up history of weathermodification.com. But Mike Morales does great streams and he actually shows you radar of the manipulation going on. So it's it's a good channel to watch to actually see it. You can see it with your own eyes that it's not, Mother Nature. But listen to this. Waitress, this out of the Daily Mail yesterday. Waitress is fired after diners leave her a $4,400 tip. A waitress who received, again, I'm sorry about this here, guys. I can't get rid of it. And I didn't want to restart the computer because that would have been a big delay. A waitress who received there's that $4,400 tip from a group of Good Samaritans. Samaritans is capitalized. Is that normal? I guess so. I guess is it a proper noun? I don't know. To split between her and another server. So 2 people waited on the group, her and another server, has been fired from her job after the restaurant manager forced her to cough up most of the money. I know about the restaurant biz. This is a really shitty thing to do. Grant Wise, if this is true, Grant Wise, who owns a local real estate company, organized the 100 dinner club to dine at the Oven and Tap in Bentonville, Arkansas earlier this month, with each member contributing a $100 tip. So there's 44 of them and only 2 servers. Wow. Did I do the math right on that? That seems like a lot of people for only 2 servers. Wise told this KNWA he called the restaurant ahead of the outing to confirm that its servers did not share tips. That's called tip share, and a lot of people do ask. They want to know if it's tip share or not. That's not uncommon at all. And as he presented one of the waitresses, Ryan Brandt, it's a female, but that's a female and a male name. But anyway, this is a female with a check for $4,400 to split between her and another waitress who served the group. She was left in tears. But soon after, Brandt said, restaurant managers, plural, told her she would have to split the tip with all of her coworkers, something she said they had not requested in the 3.5 years that she has worked there. Quote, I was told that I was going to be giving my cash over to my shift manager, and I would be taking home 20%. Brandt told Fox 59, noting that she had never been asked to split her tip before in the 3.5 years she worked there. So that means there was no tip share. Plus, the dude said he called and they said there was no tip share. So anyway, this woman who studied Spanish at the University of Arkansas said she was devastated having to fork over the large tip as she planned to use the money to pay off her student loans. A few days later, well, that's a quick plan, but okay. A few days later, Wise found out that Brandt had been fired for violating the restaurant's rules, by telling Wise about its tip policy. I don't know. I mean, each restaurant certainly they're allowed to have their own rules, but as far as tip share, it's either tip share or it's not. And customers, every restaurant I've ever known about or that I've ever inquired about, or I have lots of girlfriends that have been waitresses, and I waited tables. I mean, it's either tip share or it's not. And I've never been told, don't tell the customer. I mean, that's insane. Usually with a party of that size, it's either gratuity or tip. You either take your chances with the tip or you charge them gratuity. So this is a really messed up story. So I guess this is him leaving her the tip. Apparently this group, it says later on this article, that they know how hard that wait staff has had it during the plan, what's been going on, related shutdowns and all of this. So they wanted to give back. Here's a picture of the oven and tap. And the shiesty managers told her no. So, yeah. So he started a GoFundMe to give her the money, and now she's got $8,000. So that manager, or it said plurals, is pissed because now she's got double the money. I don't know. I just thought that was a messed up story. If true, it certainly seems like something that would be true. Shady stuff going on. All right, next story. Completely shifting gears here. This is very, very upsetting. I will get to the chat, but this next story is very upsetting. If you, I'm just going to warn you now, if it's really upsetting. So if you don't want to get upset, you might want to tune out for the next 2 minutes. Yeah. So just for fair warning. Now, again, that this is out of People. Smith-Mundt Act is linked beneath. If you don't know what it is, it's always in effect, so if this happened or not, they always write it a certain way and get their little things in here. But this is out of People, December 11th. So yesterday, today is the 12th. It's 1:23 a.m. here on the East Coast. Arkansas is the state. I will go to the, hey, Erie Fairy. Georgia Praise and Preps, formerly Max Lovely. Hello. I love the name. Yeah, the tornadoes are crazy. Hey, She-Wolf, Scan Family. Hello. Wow, good to see you all. All right, so look at this. I mean, if you want, this is it's interesting because there's a story right after this that's I don't know what they're doing here, but Kansas police officers German Shepherd puppy beheaded in what authorities are calling a targeted attack. Well, no shit, right? The level of cowardice that would lead to someone to kill a little puppy named Ranger is astonishing. That's not the word I would use, says Parsons Police Chief Robert Spinks. Now, to me, this is worse than a person doing something awful to a person, because animals can't defend themselves. And it always amazes me that these crimes are not looked at more egregiously, because most of the time animal cruelty charges aren't, you don't you don't see people in jail and doing time for it's rare that you see that, right? This probably because it's a police officer's German Shepherd puppy, but this is absolutely, I mean, this is, I don't even know. I can't, I don't, I mean, what? I don't understand who could do this. And to me, whoever did do this, if this is true, whoever did this should go to jail. I think, I know it's a dog and a lot of people are going to be like, what? Are you kidding, Elle? No, I think whoever did this should go to jail for life. Okay. Because whoever would do something like this is sick. There's something going on that's way worse than the crimes that we usually see. So earlier this month, the Parsons PD said in a press release they received a call from one of their own employees that their dog had been murdered. The puppy, the release said, was a purebred black German Shepherd named Ranger, who was approximately 3 months old. He was reportedly let outside of his residence into a fenced backyard around 7 a.m. local time, so daylight. Around 2 p.m., however, authorities noted that Ranger's owner found the pup lying in the yard, with his head severed. Okay. So yeah. I read you the quote. I'm done, but they're trying to use home surveillance to track down the killer. And I certainly hope that they find it. Our officers are attacked, hit, kicked, bit, scratched, called every name in the book, and even spit on as part of our job. But this kind of senseless attack on a puppy at the home of an officer can't be tolerated. I mean, it can't be why does it have to? It can't be tolerated at anybody's home. Okay, anybody's home. Spinks continue. We just can't allow this to happen as a community. That's right. Doesn't matter whose home it is. $1,000. See, this is what I mean. This type of person, a person that can do this to me, is way more dangerous than a person that can, just pull a trigger. It's very easy to pull a trigger. To behead a 3-month-old puppy, you've got to be, I say, I mean, can you imagine? I can't even. I can't. So I saw this, and it's out of people, and I was just disgusted. I can't even believe it. But look at this. And then I saw this. This is right around, out of the AFP. Iranian animal lovers. Is this decree or decry? I'm not sure how to pronounce this. Again, now I know why my parents are pissed that I was an English major in college. They were mad, and now I know why. It didn't really help me much. Plan to ban pets. So in Iran, they're trying to ban pets. What? So yeah, that's all. I just wanted to let you know that I saw this article directly after seeing that other article. But yeah, no more pets in Iran if they have it their way, which obviously is, to me, crazy. But I will go ahead. Oh, I hate when that happens. I will go ahead and link this in case you guys want to read it further. I should probably change that anyway, considering all things considering. This isn't, either a message to the cop or a ritual. Either way, it's sick. Yeah. Hey, DM. Hey, Rooster. You don't pull a trigger, you squeeze it. True. Let me see. Oh, yeah, absolutely. Children. Absolutely. I just mean, the L, it's a felony here for animal cruelty. That, I mean, I don't know where you are. That's good to know, Scam Family. But I know there's a lot of places where it isn't. Yeah, look, I'm not here to say who's more valuable than anything. I'm just saying that a person that could do that to an animal is sick. It's sick. That's all I was saying. Okay, Shadow Clips. You no need to spam. I see. I read your message. We can all read here. I can see. We can all see. So, all right. I'm gonna time you out because, yeah. There we go. Oh wait, I didn't mean to do that. I meant to time you out, but whatever. I unhid you. Yeah, just no need to spam. So Iran, did I put that in there? Yes, I did. If you want to read that. Okay, now I am gonna time you out. All right. So yeah, Iran thinking about banning pets. All right. I'm sure you guys we covered the train cars with all of the packages, and people were expecting packages, they never got there. Now this out of New Orleans, well, actually Blount County, Alabama. This publication says New Orleans, but former FedEx, of course, former driver dumped packages because, quote, he didn't want to deliver them. This happened Friday. Like the mail isn't messed up enough, right? You'd think they would do a little better screening, but hey, I guess people are losing it. Like I said, the man responsible for dumping hundreds of packages from a FedEx truck into an Alabama ravine will turn himself over to law enforcement for his, quote, poor choices. Blount County, I believe that's how you say that, right? Sheriff Mark Moon announced Friday. Mark Moon. During a press conference on Friday, Moon announced DeAndre Charleston, 22, of Adamsville, Alabama, admitted to dumping packages 5 different times between November 17th and November 24th, 4th, off River Oak Trail in Hayden while working as a contract employee for FedEx. Okay, so he was a contractor, but probably for like the holidays or something. The packages were discovered by police the day before Thanksgiving. Wow. It appeared that he was very sorrowful for what he had done and just admitted that he was having some hard times in his life and made poor choices. Okay. He did it 5 times, though. A whole truck. Wow. Arrest warrants have been signed against him, charging him with 5 counts of cargo theft, a Class D felony. Quote, he is working today and he is delivering packages for another company? What? So hopefully we'll have him in custody by the end of the day. According to Moon, 153 of the packages gathered were able to be scanned and 247 were not able to be identified, affecting approximately 450 customers. In total, $24,700 worth of packages were unaccounted for. Yeah, I guess in a river, maybe. So they're calling this poor choices. What the heck? Pardon me, guys. So yeah, I'll give you the link to this, but yeah. So again, just people seemingly losing it, just not being able to hold it together. This is just starting, my friends. We have to keep it together. This is just the beginning. This is just the beginning. We cannot be tired. What happened to Rooster? She-Wolf, I had to get rid of everyone's wrench. I got rid of everyone's wrench. And then I did explain this in the beginning. And then I just said I would give them back as people came in. I just, everybody was blue and all of that. So Faces of Death, I remember that. You remember mail carriers doing that in Detroit? You also seen film of U.S. mail carriers throwing out ballots? Ooh. Hey, Lou. Very good to see you. Thank you, Liz. Yeah, Warfish. She said, I mean, it doesn't. Yeah, well, it wasn't anything personal. Well, it wasn't anything personal. It just, All right, so check this out. Disney reportedly removes, this is from yesterday. Well, pretty much everything's from yesterday since it's only an hour here on the East Coast, an hour and 36 minutes into Sunday, right? Right. Wait. Yes, Sunday. 12/12/2021. So, yeah, this day has been, I don't know, people have had dreams about this day. There's people that have made predictions about this day. So we'll see. Not me. I'm not a date kind of gal. I don't really give out dates. Although I did hear rumors floating around about February. I don't know what. I'm just saying something about February. But I'm not saying that. That's the only date that I've really heard of. Disney reportedly removes video promoting luxury Star Wars hotel after fans call it a galactic failure. So this, I don't even understand who would pay this much money to, I mean, I guess, first of all, to me, I like the first 3 Star Wars. Like when I was younger, we used to have Indiana Jones trilogy. I never even watched the Crystal Skull one. And Star Wars marathons. Me, my brother, and my dad, we would have a fire in the fireplace and we would watch all 3 of the Star Wars. But they ruined them. George Lucas ruined them, and they ruined the Indiana Jones ones too. And now we got Spielberg ruining West Side Story. That's the thumbnail. But yeah, so look, that's pretty much the story. Walt Disney World, pardon me, will open the Star Wars, quote, Galactic Star Cruiser Hotel in March. I mean, can you? And they'll make bank. They will make bank on this. It's a shame. Inside the Magic reported that some fans criticized the hotel's design and pricing. Yeah, I'm one of them. I'm not a fan, but I'm just saying. The outlet reported that Disney deleted advertising videos of the hotel from social media. It appears that Disney has removed the promotional video for its new, quote, Star Wars hotel from Twitter and YouTube after fans criticized the cost and design online. So I wonder if they're going to change it, right? Let me just tell you the prices and we'll check out this video real quick. It's ridiculous. A video posted Monday by the YouTube account, Mickey Views, a source for Disney News that has got 134,000 subs, suggested that Disney's experience could be a galactic failure over its cost and design. I wonder if Dad on YouTube, what he thinks about this. Mickey, Disney still has huge fans. There's an interview, great interview linked beneath with Greg Fernandez and some guy called Crip Rick. This was my first time ever hearing from him. The interview is wonderful. But he's out in Cali, Greg, that is. And he said that his he really liked Walt Disney. And that took me aback. I was taken aback by that, but a lot of people do. A lot of people that are, aware and know about things that we know about here still like Disney and Walt Disney. I don't get it, but to each his own. Disney's Star Wars Hotel looks like a galactic failure. So let's check it out. All right, let's check. We're not going to watch all 14 minutes because we can't. But we will take a look at this first part so we can take a look at the room. All right, take a look. We're not going like there. I got it queued up. Let's take a look.
But this experience could be a huge step forward, a smashing success, a very cool new thing that Imagineering came up with, myself included. It's starting to look not so much that way. It's starting to look like that's not the way it's going to go. And it's not clickbait when I say I believe this 2-night immersive experience is going to go down as one of the biggest flops the Disney parks have
immersive experience. So it's not
ever seen. It's not a hot take. I think a lot of you guys saw this from the very beginning. You see the price point, the quite odd idea for the whole thing with the live.
All right, so 2 guests per cabin, $1,200 per guest. So that means, double that. Or $4,809 for voyage total. I guess that's that room they were walking through. 3 guests per cabin, so it has to be 2 adults and 1 child. This is 3 adults and 1 child. What if you have 2 children? This is crazy. Look, $6,000, guys, for the 4 guests. Why is there 3 adults and only 1 child? That's a little weird. I guess
action role play element. We know experiences like this can be successful. There is a subset of very wealthy Star Wars fans, Disney parks fans that would love to do a LARP Star Wars adventure.
And there is a huge sect of people that would pay this.
Like this, but as every day passes, as we get closer and closer to the actual thing becoming reality, we get new videos, new images from you start to wonder. Now, for some reason, the bridge doesn't seem very Star Wars. A lot of people have remarked on this. I theorized it might have something to do with the lighting, which is very modern, whereas if you look at the Star Wars movies, it is lit quite differently. The way that you light an experience like this is actually pretty difficult because the entire thing, 360 degrees.
All right, hold on. I was trying to get to the... All right, so here we go. It's almost like, look at that. It's like very Fifth Element, right? Except it's a little more spacious. So you have, I guess this is for, I see 2 kids here, but I didn't see a price listing. And here's a bed here. It looks kind of short. I hope you're not like over 6 feet. I guess this is the hallway. It looks like crap to me. It looks like crap to me. I would not pay $30 to stay in this room. It looks scary. I don't want to go there. So I don't know. I just thought this was odd for any Star Wars fans out there. Hey, ex-bootlicker, long time no see. Disney must think everyone a millionaire. Exactly. 5 times Hampton Inn Suites, best beds ever. Do they have the best beds ever? My favorite hotel is called the Boardwalk Plaza at Rehoboth Beach. It's all the way at the end of the boardwalk. It's Victorian. I love it. I always get an oceanfront room, and they have parrots and other birds in the hot tub room. And I love it. I just love it. They'll serve you drinks when you're in the hot tub. Half of the hot tub is inside and the other half is outside. You just like go under this little piece of glass. It's really a beautiful Victoria. They have a piano bar. It's just beautiful there. If you had all your Social Security money that you put, yeah, that's true. We'd all be millionaires. Hey, white boy, if I didn't say hi. Kids better get their own room. Oh, man, Rooster, I just seen something about Newsom today. I can't even, he is just such a piece of crap. Just my opinion on that, Elle, but I used to travel a lot for work. I get it if you're actually in space. Yeah. Yes, Disney is evil. Disney is evil. I just figured I would let you guys know. Here, let me give you guys the link. Let me source it just in case you, hey, maybe one of y'all has $600 and you want to, or $6,000 rather, and you want to go with two other adults and a child and go, you know, go check it out. Who am I to judge? What'd she wolf say? I don't know. All right, so we're gonna have to address this just because I have to address it. Now, Crocco covered this extensively when it happened. He covered it great, actually. I know I always say that, but he really did cover this, and he was dead on. And lo and behold, on Friday, Mr. Smollett here found guilty of faking hate crime against himself. That's it. I just liked the title there. The Guardian nailed it with that. It's the best title that I saw on the coverage of this. Yeah. So first of all, aren't all crimes hate crimes? You know what I'm saying? Aren't they all hate crimes? I would love to have a car that does not have a computer chip in it. I would love, love, love that. I don't know where, like, an old VW bus or something. I don't know. I would love to have that. All right. So here is some more. Let me X out of this. Here's some more fake racial shit. Okay. Look, I'm going to say it again. The 1% doesn't care. They hate they think we are all useless eaters. They sit back, they sip their drink, they smoke their cigars and laugh because we are fighting each other instead of pointing the finger where it needs to be pointed, which is up at them. The 99% are equal in their eyes. We are all useless eaters to them. And divide and conquer is the name of the game so that we fight amongst each other and don't look at the real culprit. We all have the same enemy. But here's just a couple quick stories of how they're pushing this shit. And of course, my thumbnail, we'll get to that. Because that's somehow racist against. I love West Side Story. I've actually seen it, the play, at Three Little Bakers and New York. I was young, so I'm not quite sure, but I know the stage turned around. If anybody's ever been to Broadway, it was like a round stage and it moved. I saw Les Mis there too, Les Miserables. But anyway, Fordham fires a white professor who mixed up the names of black students. What? Like, are you kidding me? I don't get it. Christopher Trogan, 46, was fired from the university, fired from his job, okay, at university on October 25th. The Fordham Observer recently reported the former English professor allegedly mixed up the names of two black students when they walked into the class late on September 24th. I mean, what did he do? Did he call him like Method Man and Red Man or something? Like, that would be kind of messed up. But if he did, would this be a story if he mixed up two white people's names or two Native American people's names or two Latino people's names? This is insane. I can't even believe that the Daily Mail printed this. Well, I can, but this is Smithman all the way. And if this happened, this is just a damn shame. I'll link it because I'm speaking about it. But you know what? I'm not linking it. You can look it up. This is just bullshit. What if he for mixing up people's names? I mean, what? And I've read the article. Okay, you look it up if you want. I'm not going to further push this, but look at this shit. This out of CNN. Excuse my language. Extremely rare 17th century painting of black woman with white companion. How do you know it's her companion? It's a painting. Is there a store? If it's from the 17th, what? placed under expedition bar. I don't know why it does this. It cuts off this word from the UK. I mean, what? So I don't know. To me, this is Smithmont. I don't know about this, okay? But to me, when I saw it, I said Smithmont. That's what this is, all right? Why even bring it up? Why not? I don't even understand it. There's a whole different way you could write this story. If they just came across the 17th century painting, I want to know where they found it. Why has it been hidden? Whatever. Not this. Okay, this is more division. Sowing more division. 17th century, to me, that's what I think. I'm just one woman. What do I know? But I'm just saying. 17th century painting showing a black woman with her white companion has been placed under a temporary export bar to reduce the risk of the artwork leaving the United Kingdom. Okay, so that's what's up with it. The anonymous painting, anonymous, okay, described in a statement by does this look like an anonymous? I'm actually an artist. This is very detailed. Why is this anonymous? I guess they're trying to say it's anonymous because this is taboo. Not really, guys. We've all been lied to. This wasn't that taboo. All right. We already went over this in another stream. I'm not even gonna. Whatever. Titled out. So it's titled but not signed, right? It's anonymous, but it's titled and it's all this. Oh, okay. It's extremely rare and it's valued at £272,800. So 362,000. It's titled Allegorical Painting of Two Ladies English School. The painting presents a black female sitter and her white companion as counterparts as they sport similar clothing, hair, jewelry, and makeup, sparking an important debate about race and gender during the period. Okay, whatever. So this to me is bullshit and it's coming out of CNN. So just figured I would show you that. All right, this is a very interesting story coming up. Let me take a look at the chat. Hey, Bubs. Yeah, fake is right. Bought it. My thesis is. What'd you say, white boy? Oh, wow. You guys, I'm just reading the chat. I'm just reading the chat. Maybe it wasn't hidden, rather stolen by Anderson Cooper. Yeah. They got a lot of art. Hey, Gary. No. Yeah. I'm glad you made it. Hey, Obese. And hey, Jay. Yeah, I went up and read it, white boy. I saw. Yeah, I read it. We got to stick together, guys. No, we have a good group of people here. For the most part, almost everybody that's here we have a good group of people, and we do have to stick together, and we have to stand up for what's right and advocate for those that are lost in this. We don't want to fight amongst each other, fight amongst our families. I mean, I'm going through it in my family. I'm sure you all have been dealing with it as well, or know someone that's dealing with it. We don't want to argue. We don't want to argue. It's not the time for that. Again, we all have the same enemy, and it's not each other. All All right, look at this. Reddit trained. I mean, look, those two words. I mean, what? Reddit trained, just those two. What is that even? Reddit trained AI warns researcher about itself. This I had to I had to show you guys this. I mean, what? Because we were just talking about, I told you guys know Sophia, right? The robot. She has a sister now named Grace. Way creepier. If you thought Sophia was creepy, her sister's way creepier. And she's like a nurse too. Way creepy. Look up the video of that if you have a chance. Grace, Sophia's AI robot sister. And the creator of Sophia and Grace said that they're going to be ready for mass production. Don't quote me on this, but I think he said by 2022, maybe 2023, like the next year or two, they're going to be ready to produce like thousands of these things and put them in hospitals. No more people. And we need, it's on the hierarchy of needs, but even if you don't believe, pardon me, even if you don't believe that, you need human touch. You need human interaction. That is why the first thing they did was isolate us. That is why. Why am I whispering like they can't hear? Like they can't hear me? Guys, that's why they isolated us. Okay? That's why suicide and crime is because they isolated everyone. It's classic. They know human behavior. That's why they did it. Anyway, an artificial intelligence warning AI researchers about the dangers of AI sounds like the setup of a delightful B movie, but truth is often stranger than fiction. See, I don't even doubt that AI wrote this article. I've noticed that a lot in the past year or two, especially in the past year. Definitely AI writing articles. I'm not saying this article, I'm just saying, I'm sure you guys and gals have noticed it as well. A professor and a fellow, so, at the University of Oxford came face to face with that reality when they invited an AI to participate in a debate at the Oxford Union on, you guessed it, the ethics of AI. Specifically, as Dr. Alex Connick and Professor Andrew Stephen explain in the conversation, and I will link this so you can take a look at it closer and click on these things. The prompt was, quote, "This house believes that AI will never be ethical." And there, we just went over something. I think it was a paper someone wrote about AI and like morally it can answer questions and make decisions correctly like most of the time, but like the 8% it like messes up, it really messes up, like it'll dead you mess up. So yeah, AI being ethical will never happen. So yeah, I agree that AI will never be ethical. Seems like a common sense statement, right? So that this is arguing the Megatron Turing National Language Generation Model, which was notably trained on Wikipedia, Reddit, and millions of English language news articles published between 2016 and 2019. Very interesting between those years. It is a tool, and like any tool, it is used for good and bad. All right, so I'll link this. We're going to get to the weather real quick, because that just reminded me, like, they could literally stop droughts. They could use the weather tools that they have for good, but they don't. And that's the same thing they're doing with everything. It's been written, guys and gals. It's been written. And we're living it right now. It's not coming. Hey, Q Prince Charles, haven't seen you in a minute. A lot of people. Rip Curl, what's good? What is good? Very good to see all of you here. Yes, Harp. Yep. Thank you to the 31 of you that are here and the 26 thumbs up. Much appreciated. Much appreciated. There's that article if you want to take a look at that AI article. This out of the eye, CBS News. All right, I'll update it for time. This is about the tornado. Mike Morales' channel is linked beneath. All right, you can go back and you can see on the radar. Please check it out. If you don't know, for some reason, if you have not, look, now it's in there twice. That's so weird. I don't want to mess with it though. I don't, if you were here in the beginning, I can't get this off my screen, but I don't want to mess with it because I don't want to lose the stream. But if you haven't checked out Mike Morales, you go back a couple days ago. I will find the stream and I will link it underneath after the fact, after this video. So you can come back, or you can go right now under the stream and find his channel. I'm sure you can find it yourself, but he shows all, if you don't know, he shows from above the manipulation of the weather. Also, Schumann resonance today. You can check that and you can see all of the things going on. And it is not natural all of the time. Now, I know I still have to go in my Teespring store and make that weather happen shirt. But yes, weather does happen, but not this kind of weather, right? So now they're saying it's across 6 states. But I think I want to say Kentucky. Guys, I'm not sure who got it the worst, and you really can't compare in a thing like this. It's across 6 states, but it's looking like Kentucky. But hey, I don't know. I'm in Pennsylvania. I don't know, and I'm not here to compare and say who got it worse or whatever. I would like to talk to Bergie, because I would like to know if Bergie's all right. But Candle Factory looks as if a bomb has dropped on it, says the mayor. The mayor of Mayfield, Kentucky, said a candle factory in her city where dozens of people were trapped amid severe weather, they're just calling it severe weather, looks as if a bomb has dropped on it. But you're calling it severe weather. Interesting. Now look, guys, I am not insinuating. Well, I am insinuating. I'm saying that this was manipulated. Okay, I'm saying it, and you can see it on radar. You can look it up yourself. If you don't trust Mike Morales, you can go to any. I wouldn't use Doppler, but you can go to the person that you trust, or look it up, figure it out. We hope there are still rescues to be made, but we fear that it is just recovery now. There were 110 workers get your 11 workers in the factory when a tornado hit the area as part of a wider storm system that lashed the central U.S. overnight. Onan said the building has, quote, completely collapsed, end quote. And officials said about 40 people have been rescued. Pictures show the factory in shreds and response workers digging through the heaps of rubble. This is absolutely horrible. Absolutely horrible. So this is in Kentucky, and this is a candle factory, right? Mayfield in Kentucky Electric and Water Systems reported 5,288 customers. Out of its tracked 5,299. That's interesting. So 10 more customers were experiencing power outages Saturday afternoon. Today's Sunday, but I haven't been to sleep. So yeah. So we have a lot of people who do not know where they will sleep tonight except for a shelter. And the town in Mayfield's main shelter is the high school. So yes, that's Mayfield. This is at least 30 tornadoes reported across 6 states. This is CNN. We'll just take a look at this real quick and take a look at this crazy lightning. I have a 14-minute video that me and my friend Gina, we both took turns filming it from her place in Delaware, because you can really see where I live. The city lights kind of block the sky, but where she lives, you can usually get a better look at it. but we caught this crazy lightning storm or whatever you want to call it. It did not look natural. We caught this crazy storm. I think I'm going to upload it. I just want to find a way to put music behind it or something. Now, I know this is CNN. I'm completely aware of that, and I'm doing it on purpose. Hosted by Anderson Cooper and Kelly Ripa. I didn't know. I don't have cable. I haven't had cable in years. But I didn't know Kelly Ripa was working with Anderson Cooper. Makes sense. You know, Kelly Ripa used to play this like black leather jacket, kind of like, I think it was like before goth was even a thing. It was like when headbangers were a thing. She used to play on the only soap opera I ever watched, which was All My Children. Her name was Haley, Kelly Ripa, very young Kelly Ripa. And now she is with Anderson Cooper, Gloria Vanderbilt's little boy. Well, grown man. All right, let's take a look at this. And I'll be in the chat.
Fear debt. Kentucky Governor Andy Beshear says the death toll in Kentucky alone is expected to
would you guys mind letting me know if you can hear?
Exceed more than 70. And take a look and listen to this video that one Kentucky man shot of the storm. You hear that? And you can see the silhouette in the lightning strikes of, that big funnel cloud right there. Eddie Knight shot that video, and he's joining me right now on the phone. Eddie, oh my gosh, that you had the wherewithal to shoot this. What did you hear, and what provoked you to shoot this?
Well, we've been watching storms all night, and, two systems went through, and then, kind of watched this one coming up on radar weather a little bit, and noticing it was getting really bad, close. And so really I heard the noise, and I got out on the front porch and started looking toward the noise, and then I saw it, and I was like, well, I don't know. I just started shooting the video because, to be honest with you, I thought it was coming right at us. But it fortunately missed us, but my neighbors up the road really got hit hard. Really bad. And
I'm so sorry to hear that.
I just heard that we had 11 fatalities in a small community breathing. So my heart burns with them. They
I know this was an extraordinary moment. I can only imagine. I mean, your heart just palpitating there. And then as I look at this, I'm seeing that headlight, of that car that is going by seemingly unbeknownst to it, that in the distance there is that funnel cloud. So what did you feel? I mean, you did a great job describing what you were hearing and then what you saw. I mean, did you feel a difference in the air? I mean, oftentimes when a tornado is about to hit, there is that.
What a dumb question.
Didn't really feel the air pressure drop till we got in the basement. We got down in the basement, and all of a sudden I heard you could feel the pressure drop, and the house popped. Of course, we didn't sustain any damage here, just minor fence damage and that thing. But yeah, the air pressure dropped, and and it got real loud for a little bit, and then it was over with. It was that quick. I mean, it's amazing how bad these tornadoes, they come in just a second and tear up everything and destroy lives and kill people and property, and in just a millisecond almost. It was over and done with before you even knew it.
All right. Yeah, we know. Yes. So, whoa. 12 missing in Sicily as building collapses. I didn't know that. A 4-story building collapsed in the Sicilian town of Venusta. I don't know how to say that. On Sunday, following gas explosions, and rescuers were searching for 12 missing residents, including 3 children. Wow. I didn't know about that. All right. So this is the Amazon warehouse. This is published at a Business Insider yesterday at 6:51 p.m. Let me update it for the time just because I want to get that right. Hey, John Santos. Yeah, everybody's welcome here. Everybody's welcome here. The chaos will not cease until we stand. Yep, and that's absolutely right. You lived on Long Island, New York, now Texas. What do you like better, Gary, if you don't mind me asking? Yeah. Oh, wow. Thank you, Harley. You know what? I think I might play this. Yeah. Oh, wow. Okay, yeah. Hold on a second. Let me oh shoot. I wanted to address this. Yeah. But at least 6 are dead and more are missing in mass casualty incident at Illinois Amazon warehouse roof collapse caused by severe weather. Harley just dropped a link there. Just amazing footage of how many emergency vehicles. It's just a 30-second link, but pretty amazing amount of emergency crews there. Pretty crazy. Yes. What, you like Texas better? Oklahoma and one in the Bay Area. They have them out in Cali. I didn't know that. Tornadoes are seemingly everywhere nowadays, right? Because of the weather. We'll just say weather modification, to put it people playing God, or people thinking that they know best. But yeah, so I think the death toll collectively is above 100 for all 6 states, but I could be wrong. I could be wrong on that. I probably should have looked that up, but who really knows at this point? I mean, it's still going on. Not the tornadoes, as far as I know, but the rescues and the, if not rescues, recovery. But this is in Illinois Amazon warehouse, roof collapse caused by severe weather. Very careful to say continuously. Again, repetition is the father of learning, but they pervert everything and they use it for brainwashing. So yes, severe weather did this. And there's a picture of all the emergency crews, but the video Harley just posted, wow, there's got to be at least 100. So an Amazon warehouse in Edwardsville, Illinois collapsed Friday due to severe weather. At least 6 deaths have been confirmed. And I think that's higher now. And an unknown number of people are still missing. Officials said Saturday is now a recovery operation, as they do not expect to find more survivors. That always amazes me when they say that. They have found people 2 weeks after horrific, weather things and building collapse, all of that. So to come out and say, I mean, this happened on Friday, and for them to say on Saturday that they don't expect to find any more, to me, it's messed up, to people's families that may not know where their loved one is and just from an investigative standpoint, who says that right away? I mean, we're not even 24 hours into it, and they're printing a story saying that it's a recovery operation, and why is that? Well, because if it's a recovery, they don't have to be as careful. They can go in and just take bulldozers to the, whatever. I'm just saying, I'm not trying to be crass. I'm just being honest. I think that has a little bit to do with it in some cases. I'm not saying here. I'm not saying that's the case here. I'm simply saying, yeah, I am saying that. But for them to call it that is to me, not correct. They should not do that. So here they reiterate at least 6 workers have died and an unknown number are missing after an Amazon warehouse in Edwardsville, Illinois collapsed Friday night due to severe weather. So there it is a third time. 45 people made it out of the wreckage safely, said the fire chief in a news conference. And we do not expect anyone will be surviving at this point, said that same fire chief. That's a quote from him, adding that the rescue operation has now become a recovery operation. The recovery is expected to last an additional 3 days. So they already have this all figured out. Searches conducted during daylight hours. So that cuts down if it's not a recovery. If it's a rescue, they would do it through the night. And look, and I was just going to say, 45 people made it. Maybe they know exactly how many people were in there, but no, of course they don't. Well, first of all, of course they don't, because you never know. Somebody could have went in to use the bathroom. You don't know. But they even admit it. The number of people who were inside the warehouse at the time of the collapse is unknown. So they even admit that they don't know how many people were in there, but they're switching it from in less than 24 hours, y'all. In less than 24 hours, because this was written. Yeah, well, it's Sunday now, 2:15 a.m., 12/12/2021. But this was written at 6 something Saturday night. So, and it collapsed Friday night. Insane to me. Am I the only person that thinks this? Amazon said it's providing support for employees and partners in the area. Look, guys, you're born alone, you die alone. Nobody's going to come save you, okay? There is no savior. Well, there's one, but and yourself. That's it. How about your packages? Death by Amazon. What are you guys talking about in here? I know. And people are going to, where's my packages? What video? I was watching something. And I was also talking to a friend of mine who kind of mentioned, like, what was there? What was there? Was there something there? Listen, I don't know. Okay. I don't know. So here is where I got that number. Just saying this out of the Boston Herald. This is printed yesterday, meaning Saturday, because it is Sunday. Let me just update it at 7:10 p.m. More than 100 feared dead as tornadoes, storms strike several states. It's my understanding. Oh, there's a German Shepherd they're saving. Yeah. So yeah, and this is Kentucky. Illinois, Arkansas. President Joe Biden tweeted Saturday that he was briefed on the situation and pledged the affected states would, quote, have what they need as the search for survivors and damage assessments continue. He's not there anymore. He's not down there already. That's crazy. He doesn't leave Delaware. I'm surprised they don't have a green screen of this behind him.
A couple places have been hit incredibly hard. Certainly Mayfield here in Grace County, but everywhere along the line of this tornado that touched down and stayed down for 227 miles, over 200 in Kentucky, has been severely and significantly impacted. This tornado that touched down and stayed down for 227 miles, over 200 in Kentucky, has been severely and significantly impacted. I've been on the phone with now nearly every county judge in areas that have been impacted. We have pledged our full support. I have talked to the Secretary of Homeland Security while I have been here. He has pledged his full support, and we are hearing that from every part of the federal administration and from our U.S. senators and from our congressmen.
I mean, it's just, it's gut-wrenching to, I caught myself tonight complaining about I've been doing it lately with good reason. Okay, with good reason. Let me get on camera here for a second. Now, guys, I don't have makeup on. Okay, but again, we're not here for my looks. We're just not. We're not here for my looks. We're here for the content. But I want to, look and see who I'm talking to. I was complaining about my living situation. My location isn't the best. This isn't where I want to be for my boys. I want space in between my neighbors. I don't want to be, and my neighbors are not the best. But to be displaced, especially right now, like it's bad no matter when it happens, but right now, like going into this winter, to be displaced like that and not have anywhere to go, especially if you have children, and if I was by myself, I'd be all right. But can you imagine with these people? And these people don't have, maybe a couple of them, a handful of them have GoFundMes, if they're, somebody in the community or something. But what Scam Family, you made an interesting point about the, thank you, Sheila. I heard Texas. Did you, True Telemofo? Mm-hmm. Perfect Stranger. Oh, Harley, yes. You always miss home, Gary, but you okay, yeah, I get it. Yeah, definitely. Mike Morales is linked beneath. We have zero representation. Hearing these assholes refer to authority figures at this point is insulting and inciting. Yeah, it really, really is. It is. Yes, good night, Harley. Sweet dreams. Hey, Dart. Yep. Yes. Yeah, absolutely. Cute Prince Charles. Yeah, absolutely. You guys are dead on. Dead on. As usual. Yeah, I'm just reading your comments. Just reading. Yeah. Yep. Mm-hmm. I know you can, Bubs. I know you can. It's okay. We all make mistakes there when we're typing. It's just a YouTube chat. Yeah, I didn't have a cell phone until I was 21, 22 years old. There was no has anybody else noticed, speaking of spelling, and you can spell, I told him 2:00 and it's 2:22. That sneaky little boy. My 14-year-old. Anyway, what was I saying? Crap. Oh, has anybody noticed in your text or wherever, the O's getting replaced, like for, it'll say fur, or like the O's getting replaced with I's, or vice versa? Has anybody in this chat noticed that? I know somebody has to have noticed it, because it's happening to me all the time. It's happening to other people that I know in real life. Is this happening to you guys? Where like for is fur and all of this? Pagers, yep. I used to have a pager, yep. And I used to go to a payphone, a quarter. I'm not that. They weren't 10 cents, but worst comes to worst, bring your family. I hear Arizona is good for all the time. Okay. Yeah, she was. Yeah. No, I don't either, obese. I don't either. That's what I'm saying. I don't either. It changes it. It changes the word. Mandela effect. No, it's not that. It's not that. Yeah, beepers. Definitely, I don't know specific letters or words. Me too, man. And I miss the payphones, I miss the payphones. But they can't have that. They can't spy on you through a payphone, right? Yeah, pagers were awesome. My aunt works at the hospital, so she still has a pager. I laugh at her all the time. You guys still have, she has a cell phone too, but her house phone, because her and my mom, she takes care of my mom. My mom lives with her. They still have call waiting. Like they have a house phone with call waiting. So. Oh, well, I just read an article about a small nuclear war could help climate change. Yeah, I read that. There was an article. So, yeah, okay. So we know here's dramatic drone footage of the devastation. I'll link it, guys. I can't look at it anymore. I've already seen it. Pardon me, but it's really upsetting. And to think of all the people that are displaced rather. Aw, she-wolf. Yeah, I mean, I guess it depends on like where the it hits and all of that. See, when I think of that, I think of like those towns out west from that movie California. I don't know if you guys, it's spelled California with a K. It has Brad Pitt in it and Juliette Lewis and David Duchovny, the guy from X-Files. And it's David Duchovny and his girlfriend. He's like some guy that writes about killers. And she is a photographer, and they do this ride share thing, and they hook up with Brad Pitt and Juliette Lewis. Well, Brad Pitt's a killer, and they go to the Midwest, and the final scene of that movie is a town where it's like houses with like mannequins in it. Do you guys know what I'm talking about? It's like a military base. But it's like made to look like a real town with mannequins and all to blow up, to practice, I guess, right? Yeah, more like weather bombs. You had a cell phone in 96? $60 a month. See, hey, Gary, the other Gary, good to see you. It's okay. Hey, listen, if you can sleep, you can sleep. Hello, upside down. Yep. Ex bootlicker. Yep. 227 must mean something. It was a show. 227 was a show. A really funny show, actually. A funny show. Did I drop that? Here's the drone footage again. If I didn't drop it. Yeah, Bubs, exactly. They had cell phones at 47. Yeah. 227. Oh. Well, if you reduce this, it's an 11. So that is very interesting. 7, 8, 9. Yeah, that is. Oh, thanks. I have no makeup and these big, thick glasses on. But I appreciate you saying it. I don't feel that way, but thank you. All right, check this out. Motorola brick. What did Bub say? Oh, okay. All right, check this out. I don't know what to make of this. I just saw this like right as I was getting ready for the stream. I don't know what to make of it. Gas field terror haunts Dutch villages. So let's take a look at this. Oh my goodness. And then we have a couple more things and we're done. We're going to get out of here. I don't even know how long we've been going. I'm just hanging out with you guys at 2:30 in the morning here. Yeah, so gas field tremor terror haunts Dutch villages. Teacher Dan Schooland, that's a weird last name. I've never, okay, all right, was asleep with his partner when the earthquake struck the northern Dutch hamlet of Garosweer, sorry if I butchered that, in the middle of the night. Oh, wow. Is that a crack down his brick? Looks like it. He's in a battle with one of the government's commissions for compensation to fix damage to his home. It was like a wave. We could feel it coming towards us, the burly father of three recalled. When I woke up, the whole room was still shaking and my kids were crying in terror. Just a side note, not to this guy, just to everybody here. Let's not call our children baby goats. I'm just, you guys could do whatever you want. I just think collectively, if we stop doing that, it would be a good thing. Children, or I say boys because I have two boys, but kids are baby goats. So we shouldn't be calling our children kids. That's a trick that they always weaponize the words. The whole English language is a mess. But anyway, his kids were crying in terror. The 3.2 magnitude earthquake in November was the largest for more than 2 years in this flat agricultural region bordering Europe's biggest natural gas field. And it was the latest reminder, although the Dutch are almost done with it, the Groningen field is not yet done with residents. The area has been plagued since 1986 by increasingly strong earthquakes caused by air pockets collapsing after the gas has been pumped out. 2 years ago, Schooland cheered with other locals as the government announced it would shut off the taps at the field by 2030. Isn't that interesting? Agenda 21, 2030, the end date being 2050. That's the end date when they expect to have everything done. Everything, you can read agenda. It's linked beneath, actually. Agenda 21, the Rockefeller white paper, it's all linked beneath. You can take a look at it and see what their plans are, and they're unfolding. You can just, be here and see what they're doing. Well, we can see. Most of us can see. Schooland felt even more relieved when the time frame was shortened to the end of 2022. The Dutch government set up 2 commissions, one to deal with compensation and another to help residents fortify their homes against future quakes. So, wow, these tremors have been causing problems. But his relief was short-lived. Shortly after last month's earthquake, the government's top mining official issued a disturbing warning that tremors would continue. Even if we stopped right now extracting every molecule of gas, earthquakes would still continue to happen, said Theodore, I'm not even going to try, Kakelkoren. I think I got that right. The Dutch Inspector General of Mines. Our estimation is that it will actually still take a couple of decades for the soft earth below this place to finally settle, he told the AFP. Insane, it says right here. That's more bad news. He's not alone, this guy. Locals were happy with the announcement that the extraction would end, but it came in place with legal and technically far too complex. So people sometimes have damage to their homes running up to 100,000 euros, so $113,000 US dollars, that would be. Yet they have to fight for the last 100 euros. The process has become very judicial. So yeah, for residents shaken by thousands of tremors, the government's promises ring hollow. Prime Minister Mark Rutte's administration announced last month that some 27,000 homes need to be inspected, but so far only 8% have been completed. The Dutch government is struggling to ensure, well, they're probably not doing it because of the, you know what, right? Civic 91. I just thought this was interesting. I don't know what they're doing with this. I'm not sure. Let me link this for anybody that wants to look further into this. It just stuck out to me. I saw it for the stream and I wanted to, you guys know, when I feel led, I do it. And what did you say there? Hold on here. Let me, oh, I'm still on there. Yuck. All right, let me see what you guys are saying. Oh, insurance won't cover it. You even have the Sony Ericsson Walkman flip phone. Yeah. I'm just reading the chat. Yes, Truth Telling Mofo. Yeah, I was happier too. I was born at the wrong time. Rugrats. What, instead of kids, we can call them Rugrats? I mean, that would be more appropriate. If you can find any old bag phones, they have gold in them. Really? Yeah, Truth Telling Mofo program this. I use it. And it's got the nice antenna. Here, let me go full screen. Again, guys, I don't have makeup on. But we're not here for my looks. But I have this ham radio that he programmed for me, and then I programmed it, and it has a better antenna on it, and I love it, and it's good to have it and to learn how to use it. I still could get more out of it than I do, but I do know I have learned the basics and how to get around a couple things. So yeah, comms are very important. Get in, a way to communicate now, but it's a little late, do it before, but it's never too late. Hey, Spetty. Yes. Oh, really, Bubs? Yeah, the twerker, the beep, 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 beep. Q Prince Charles, Truth Telling Mofo sent me this as a gift. Yeah, he sent me this. He even made me I think 2 videos on how to use it properly. So yeah, I got a big shout out to Truth Telling Mofo. Pardon me. He's got a channel. But he made 2 videos for me and showed me how to use it, and he programmed it and sent it all the way out here. So yeah, shout out to Truth Telling Mofo, even with the extra antenna. So yeah, and that was very, very nice of him. I've had a handful of people send me very nice things. Very, very nice things. Phoebe sent me the box of soaps and all of that she made beautiful. She Wolf, I mean, I can't even get into that, but I've had a couple people send me more than a handful of people send me packages that were very, very nice. But that was from Truth Telling Mofo. So yeah, very nice. Oh, thank you, Bubs. Thank you. Hit the repeaters, Candy. Your channel. I ordered a $16.99 pair of sweatpants because I've been wearing my sons. So I ordered these, if you can see them. And I just got an alert that they're going to be here. $16. I have not bought clothes for myself in years, since 6 years ago when I was pregnant with my youngest son. That's how long it's been since I have bought clothes for myself. Oh, wow. Okay. Let me read these. Oh, Liz, I don't know if she wants me. Liz, are you here? Yeah, they look comfy. Let's hope that they are. I hate ordering clothes off of line because, I like to try them on, but they're sweatpants. So is Liz here? It has a special Chinese chip in it. Liz bought me 3 coffees, and I want to read her note, but I'm not sure that if she wants me to or not. So I'm gonna refrain. Or is that the right word? I'm gonna not read it. Hey, Abadaba. That's true. That's true. Yeah, man. I mean, I'm not gonna put that up there, Bubs, but yeah. Yeah. It's already weird, my friend. It's already weird. It's already weird. I mean, weird's not, it's bad. I mean, I'm in the suburbs of Southwest Philly. I don't know if anybody here watches Matt's channel, Quantum of Conscience. I can never say that word. He's on the other side. He's on the north side. But he's shown before, like Valley Forge. He's shown his pictures of that when he went to Valley Forge and stuff. And I've shown pictures of like 95 and the towers around here and the skyline. But Liz, thank you very much for your donation through Buy Me a Coffee. Thank you very, very much. And Gary bought me a coffee as well. Hi, L. Great shows. Thank you so, so much. Also, I don't have dang it. I don't have the name here. I wanted to thank, I'll just say Eric. I wanted to thank Eric, not from today, but I wanted to say thank you to Eric on air. So thank you, Eric, for your donation. The after my stream, it was off air, but thank you very, very much, and for your note not to give up. The not give up notes that I get, emails, not donations, just notes and emails that really. They really do mean a lot to me, because sometimes you just doing this, it gets, I'm sure you guys can imagine. Okay. It gets rough sometimes, but thank you very much, guys. Very, very much. Bring Croco too. Yeah, he's up a little bit. He's north of me. Let me see what Gary's saying. Gary M. 227 is a triplet prime with 229 and 223. Interesting. He's sus. Hey guys, it's Matt. Listen, I like Matt. But I can listen to everybody. I can learn something from anybody. I like Matt. I like everybody, really. Wow, Gary. Yeah, that's interesting. Where can we find more on that? Oh, prime numbers? Yeah, you could look up where's Mateo? Oh, I guess Mateo's asleep. Arizona got some fucked up officials like California. I mean, I think all officials are pretty messed up. His cats can be annoying. I didn't say that, Matt. That was someone in the chat. I'm kidding. Keep all options open. Yeah. And this we get every day. We get this every day. Every day we get it. Every day we see something. This is out of CNN, but you can find it. DHS, Department of Homeland Security, warns of critical flaw in widely used software. We know that we had a whole bunch of stuff go down. What was it? And it was, matter of fact, speaking of Matt, I just saw Dabu did a, hold on, pause. Let's go to that real quick. Let me go to that real quick. Again, sorry about the no makeup, but I gotta go to that real quick. Hold on. We'll go to that. I knew, listen, I like Dabu. I'm not talking crap on Dabu at all. Not at all. Okay. I just thought I knew when Matt said that, and I mentioned it, I pulled it up and I read it. But I presented it in a little bit of a different way. And I know Dabu will not mind.
This American scientist engineered a.
All right, it's real quick. But Matt said this would happen. And look, if like him or not, he called this shit. So we'll just give Matt his due right here, and we'll check out this Dabu video. Again, I like Dabu. You can learn something from everybody. But Dabu put out a video, now it's yesterday. Zombies. Why does AWS, that's Amazon Web Services, and it does. I pulled it up and showed it to you because it's not that I didn't believe Matt. It's just, he talks, he doesn't show it. And I wanted to see it, so I pulled it up. And lo and behold, it was there. But zombies, why does AWS terms of service mention human corpses reanimating and collapsing civilization? So yeah, Matt was right. He called it. He said that this would happen, and here it happens.
We've been hearing about zombies and crazy stuff like that for quite some time, and coming out of some weird places, like their whole zombie preparedness stuff that they were kind of thrown out right in front of us. Well, we've got a little bit more here. It's kind of odd. Wanted to share it with you. I got to give a shout out to Lisa and Richie on this one. This is talking about human corpses reanimating and seeking out human tissue to survive. Blood, nerve, brain, and all that. In an event that is labeled as such by the CDC. This gets crazy. I know it seems kind of wild, but I'm going to take you over here to Amazon's terms of use, their newest updates. This happened yesterday. The update came out yesterday. If you scroll down to Amazon's terms of use and go to 4210.
And we did this. We looked this up.
In the middle of all this talk of technological stuff, data collection.
Yeah, in the middle of all of it. And by the way, this was updated, which is why I think Dabu covered it. So this was updated on the 10th, right? Because when I read it, it was a little bit different. So they did, not only did they write this in their TOS, in their terms of service, but on the 10th of December, they went back and changed it. Okay? They went back and changed the wording. It's cut off here. Shit. Let me play it. Or is it another thing here where it's out? Or nah, he's scrolling down. Hold on. Here it is right here, 4210. You can look it up. Hold on. Let's hear if he reads it.
Of technological stuff, data collection.
It's right here.
Software use, setting up gaming, and doing all this other stuff. They start speaking about the use of lumberyard materials. So real quick, what is lumberyard? Lumberyard is a freeware cross-platform game engine developed by Amazon and it was based on CryEngine, released in 2002, and they've tweaked it since. Nowhere in here does this say anything about zombies, about reanimation of anything. It's talking about setting up for gaming and streaming to Twitch and doing things like that, and using different devices. Has NVIDIA Shield in here. It talks about all that type of stuff. The terms of use talk about pretty much the same thing, about all the stuff that you got to go through if you want to use their service. So why is it at 4210 out of nowhere they say that to use this, the lumberyard materials are not intended for the use of life-critical or safety-critical systems? It goes on to say autonomous vehicles, aircraft control, nuclear facilities, manned spacecraft, military use in connection with live combat.
All right, here's the sentence.
However,
right here.
And this is where it's crazy, the restriction will not apply in the event of the occurrence certified by the United States Center for Disease Control or a successor body of a widespread viral infection transmitted via bites or contact with bodily fluid that causes human corpses to reanimate and to seek to consume living human flesh, blood, brain, or nerve tissue, and is likely to result in the fall of organized civilization.
All right. I don't know. I don't know what the point is. I can't believe.
Why is that there?
I mean, I guess the point is that Matt was right, that it trickles down and we do what, this is the takeaway that I took from it. Like, in quote, this community, I don't call myself a truther. I don't like that term. I reject all terms. I reject all labels. I don't do it. I don't want any of their labels. Right. Like Hurricane just said, they changed the definition of vaccine on the Cat Dog Cat website. They change it to what they want anyway. I'm so old school. I don't, but I think the point is that they put this one sentence in the terms of service at 4210. So it's deep, deep, deep in here. And they put this in here, and look, we're talking about it. I'm talking about it. Dabu made a whole video on it. It's just, it's crazy. And now 31,000 people have seen this, and however many people saw Matt's video. Now Matt didn't make a whole video about it. I don't believe the whole video was about that. I could be mistaken, but I don't think it was. But anyway, yeah. So we got two more things. A lot of breaches is my point. AWS, Amazon Web Services, a whole bunch of things went down the other day. And when that happens, we don't know what they're doing, right? I mean, we could take a guess, but we don't know what they're doing. So the DHS's top cyber official on Saturday urged government and private sector organizations to address a critical flaw in widely used software that hackers were actively using to try to breach networks. Seems like they don't have anything under control, right, guys? The grid, there's constantly outages. Down detector is always lit up, right? And they keep adding new sites to it because there's new sites being made all the time. But yeah, so DHS's Cybersecurity and Infrastructure Security Agency ordered federal civilian agencies to update their software. And Jen Easterly, the head of the agency, warned that the vulnerability was being widely exploited by, quote, a growing set, end quote, of hackers. The vulnerability is in Java-based software known as Log4j. I've never heard of that. Have you guys or girls? I don't know what that is. Huh. Anyway, that large organizations, including some of the world's biggest tech firms, use to configure their applications. Apple's cloud computing service, security from cloud firm Cloudflare, sorry, that's a little hard to say, Cloudflare, and one of the world's most popular video games, Minecraft. Oh, wow. My son plays that. Are among the organizations that run Log4j, according to security researchers. So another warning about breaches, and this is coming from DHS. I will link this. And then I wanted to discuss one last thing, and we will get out of here. You missed that class? Hey, Brian. Good to see you. Hey, Gary Gardner. It could be. It could be. Hey, the Rastaman lives. So good to see you. I haven't seen you in a minute. What are you saying, Bubs? Where can I find that, Bubs? You know, I've heard that. But I don't know where to find that. Yeah, I have a reptilian upstairs, a bearded dragon named, we thought it was a boy, but we found out it was a girl. And so its name was Larry. And now his name is Larita. Her name is Larita. New World is a new Amazon game. Check it out, the details on it. I mean, it's an Apache server app. Oh, that's no problem. It's a YouTube chat. It's all right. Okay. It's all right, Bubs. I'll look it up. I just screenshotted it on my phone because I have my phone here with the chat up. So I can look it up. I wanted to talk to you guys and gals about this. Oh yeah, duh. Hold on. Let's address this and then we'll get to that. So the man that, I don't know, Heather O'Rourke always comes to my mind when I think of this man. But again, with the division, again, divide and conquer is their mantra. Order out of chaos is their mantra. It's always in play, but never more than right now. And for the past 2 years, never more than it is right now. They are going full bore with the race thing. I see it in my son's homeschooling. I see it everywhere, as I'm sure all of you do. And now they're doing it with West Side Story. I mean, what? Get out of town. This is just getting way crazy. There's nothing wrong with West Side Story. It's not racist against Latinos. I mean, what? I can't believe it. In fact, if someone would remind me, I think I do have, like, they tell me I have ADD or ADHD or whatever. I want to leave with that remake when they remade Baby It's Cold Outside, because they said it was like, it was too forceful. And it was like, kind of harassment. And they made a new version. I got to play you the new version. It is so cornball and so just, oh my gosh, you guys got to hear it. If I remember, I think I'll remember. I'll play it for you. But 2 white men, this out of the Peacock, NBC News. Hold on. 2 white men choose the wrong time to retell West Side Story. First of all, why are you remaking West Side Story in the first place? Steven Spielberg, hands off, okay? Keep your hands off. Decades ago, on my first visit to New York City, and as I said, I've seen this at Three Little Bakers, and I also saw it in New York City on Broadway. Decades ago, on my first visit to New York City, we drove past multiple blocks of brown brick tenements where boys huddled in corners, smoking and whistling at girls walking by, while older men in undershirts, scuffed Panama hats, puffed on cigars, and played dominoes. These were my paisanos, fellow Puerto Ricans, and this was East Harlem. When I first saw West Side Story, the 1961 movie based on the classic 1957 Broadway musical, Natalie Wood, right? Isn't it Natalie Wood, right? Yeah. Who was, I believe, yeah, Natalie Wood. I believe she was murdered. She hated the water, and she was on the boat with her husband, Robert Wagner. And guess who else was on the boat? Christopher Walken. And she ends up drowning. So you explain it. And she hated the water. She didn't even want to go. But anyway, so listen, I'm not reading all this, okay? They're changing it. You guys know West Side Story, right? I'm pretty sure everybody in this chat is old enough to know West Side Story. It's a classic. And now they got their grubby little paws on it. 60 years later, here comes Steven Spielberg to mess it up. Hollywood's highest grossing, he is gross, director with a predictably larger, louder, brighter production, which is going to be crap. I guarantee it's going to be crap. I guarantee you. Of this familiar story of tragic rivalry between two street gangs in 1950s New York. Spielberg's first musical, which premiered to standing ovations in New York, is an inevitable Oscar winner. Oh my gosh, what a nightmare. What a nightmare. So they're saying that this is disparaging to Puerto Ricans and blah, blah, blah. It's not, okay? This is not disparaging to Puerto Ricans. This is a great play, a great movie. And Steven Spielberg is going to ruin it, and winning an Oscar doesn't mean crap. So there's a whole bunch of people saying that it's racist against Latinos, and you can listen to this BS, blah, blah, blah. But that is my thumbnail, because two white men choose the wrong time to, I remember when Steven Spielberg was hailed as a, whatever. And they just said that he's going to get an Oscar for it. So which is it? And this is 333, because 2 + 1 is 3, but whatever. And you know what happens with that? Well, just whatever. Look, I don't know how you guys feel about it, but I love West Side Story, and I'm pretty sure that, sorry guys, that Steven Spielberg is gonna trash it. I'm pretty sure. Was I sharing that? Like, am I on screen there? What's going on? The wood that doesn't float. Oh, geez. Oh boy, Perfect Strain Jr. That's horrible. Let me read your things here. Hold on. Let me go on camera. And then we're just going to talk about one last thing. Rita Moreno. Yep. I love that movie. I really do. And the play. Who's talking about? Where did I just see urethra on that? Oh, okay. Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly, Gary M. Right. So Latinos are a race and Spielberg is white. Only when they can weaponize it. Yeah, I know. It's insane how they are doing this. Completely nuts. Yeah, sorry about the no makeup. All right, one last thing. We have to address this. Now, Dios mío. All right. Where is it here?
Some better,
Gotta be careful. All right. First of all, if anybody wants to get drunk, you can watch the conversation with Travis Scott and Charlemagne the God. Ugh. And every time Travis Scott,
my daughter was a few feet away, and he went.
Every time Travis Scott says, at the end of the day, take a drink and you'll be drunk. You won't be able to get up off the floor. Okay. Because he must say it. I didn't count. I should have counted, but it wasn't until 30 minutes in that I realized that this man doesn't really have a vocabulary. Hey, Nada. Hey, East Philly in the house. I am in the armpit of Pennsylvania. I'm sure you can figure out what county that is, not a 25, but right here in the suburbs of Philly, Southwest Philly, suburb Southwest. Yep, that is correct, Bubs. He did say that. And Lou, that is a good point. You know that they run, quote, drills and ops. Anyway, I told you guys I was going to watch this. All right. I had to watch it. I never liked him. I never liked Charlemagne. And anybody who is pretentious enough to call themselves the god like that, but that's not the reason I don't like him. I just think he's a phony. And then didn't he admit to, I think it was his wife maybe, but he admitted to drugging a girl and having sex with her. So Valley Forge, aka headquarters. Yeah. That's been, geez, JJ. Yeah. You guys are ruthless. I guess my dad told me nothing good happens at 3 a.m. It's 3:06 a.m. All right. L's Illuminati confirmed. But this interview is just, look, if you thought his apology was bad, or not apology, but whatever, when he addressed it with the light over his head and he was rubbing somebody said in my chat that his third eye. But yeah, when he was doing that, whatever the hell that was, and Kim was like, did you just wake up when you made that video? They got her on saying that. This is horrible. And if there isn't, if you thought that this man was authentic, this Charlemagne, I don't know why you would, but if there's anybody out there that's watching this now or subsequently that thought this man had any kind of cojones or anything, the questions he's asking him are so softball. I think the deepest question he asks him is right here. And this is it. This is the deepest. I'm doing this at the end in case they pop me for it, but I don't think they will if I do this. Other people have reaction channels, but I get hated on.
And then whatever you told, you know what I'm saying? Whenever somebody tell you to stop, you just stop. But
oh wait, hold up. Let me get what Charlemagne asked him first. Hold on. There's something to this too. Okay. He interviewed Kanye in this same setting. Same setting.
You know what I'm saying? Or figure out the bottom solution of what's going on and just try to ensure people, safety and what they're doing,
Yeah, you said you was in the room, but then people saw you at the golf course.
Yeah.
With Michael Jordan and Mark Wahlberg. What was that?
It was just Thanksgiving.
Mm-hmm.
It was just Thanksgiving, but he's at the golf course with what? See, all these people, that's what I'm saying. This fake division, black, white, Latino, whatever. I don't know what they're trying to do with that, but whatever. This fake division between everybody. It's fake because the 1% don't care. They all hang out together. All right. Money is money to them and they don't care.
They were there. It's just good people to have around in the community.
This guy.
And, that was just more like a person.
I don't understand how he is even I mean, is this a real person? Is this a real person? I am very confused having watched this. All right. He repeats himself. And Charlemagne must be in on it. He must be. The only question he asked him is, and the way he asks it is not even good. It's like, well, what about rage? You know, the rage, the rage culture. What about that part of it? You heard how he just said, well, what about that? Like, that's an interview? What?
Sometimes I'm just trying to get around. Think like some fan came and asked for a photo. But yeah.
Now, let's talk about that night, man. When did you find out things got as bad as they did?
All right. So yeah, I knew there was something around this area. So let's hear when Travis Scott, or Jacques, whatever his last name is. Let's hear his answer to Charlemagne's question.
That's the question everybody wants.
Hold on. Let me speed it up. How do you speed it up? How do you speed this thing up? I'm just going to speed it up a little bit so I don't get popped for a copyright.
Yeah, it wasn't really until like minutes until like the press conference until I figured out exactly what happened. You know, even after the show, you know, you're just kind of hearing things, but you don't know. I didn't know the exact details until, you know, minutes before the press conference. And even at that.
Okay, that's bullshit. We already know that's bullshit, and I can't believe that. No, I mean, we don't know yet. This happened on the 9th, and I haven't seen any blowback from this. Have you guys?
At that moment, you kind of just like, wait, you know what? Like, you know, you just went through something, and it's just like, wait, what? You know.
So you didn't know people like actually passed away?
No.
Wow.
Until minutes before, you know, which is.
Okay, so look, he's lying. His body language, yes, he's open here, but his left knee went up, and just look at his eye. Look, I can't get into it, and his shoulders, but they got him positioned like this because they know that what he's saying isn't going to be all the truth. They know it.
Yeah, you know, and the thing is, like, you know, people.
And now, do I think he was in on it? Do I think? Look, I don't know. I'm not saying he was in on it. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying he knew before he stopped performing. They came and told him.
Pass out, you know, people, you know, things happen at concerts, but something like that.
Yeah, like in 2019, or was it 2017, when you directly told a guy to jump off the balcony. It looked like it was at the TLA, actually, in Philly, but wherever it was. And the person jumped off the balcony, and now he's in a wheelchair for the rest of his life. And he's already been convicted twice of inciting this type of behavior.
Like,
yeah, dead-eyed.
Yeah, people said they collectively heard folks scream and help every time you stop the song to get your attention. Did you hear any of those screams?
Nah, man. And you know, it's so crazy because I'm that artist too. Like, you know, anytime you can hear something like that, you want to stop the show. You want to make sure
that artist.
Get the proper attention they need.
I'm that artist too. What?
You know, and anytime I could see anything like that.
No, you're not. You look, and the reason that I care about this, guys, is because he did a look. I'm not even gonna.
I guess the kind of energy that could have led to something like this happening. Mm-hmm. Do you think that contributed to the energy of this night?
Yeah, no, I think, you know.
No, he doesn't think that. Hold on, let me get the. I mean, this guy, he's either dumb. He's definitely lying.
Type of, you know, stuff going on.
So it's hard to tell excitement from danger, so to speak?
Of course. Everything kind of just sounds the same. And at the end of the day, you just hear music.
At the end of the day,
you know? And you just hear amongst of things, you know. But when you're in the show, you just enter the show, and anytime you can feel anything close to you, you know, you try to like definitely get to that.
So as an artist, how much can you actually, I guess, help in that position?
You can only help what you can see. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And then, you know, whatever you told, you know what I'm saying? Whenever somebody tell you to stop, you just stop. But
they did tell you to stop.
It wasn't that night, huh? You know, raging has been a part of the culture, you know, of your shows. You know,
they did tell him to stop, and he said, "You know what you came here to do."
Didn't on this night, but in the past, you've encouraged, I guess, the kind of energy that could have led to something like this happening. Mm-hmm. Do you think that contributed to the energy of this night?
Yeah, no, I think, you know, it's something I've been.
Yeah, nah. Anyway, let me show you why I'm so mad about this. because, pardon me, and then we're going to close it out. I have a 14-year-old, okay? Oops, sorry. I doubled it up here. And he played Fortnite. He doesn't play it anymore. But when my 14-year-old played this in 2019, whatever, how old he was in Fortnite, there was an event, okay, in 2019. By the way, during this event, a lot of the tickets for this show at the NRG Stadium were sold at this event, okay? Somebody posted the full event. I mean, we're not going to get all into this. We covered it. We're not going to get all into it. But I do want to point this out. If there's any parents that are watching now in the chat or watching subsequently, this is why you have to keep, if you allow your child to have any kind of screen time, you have to have it in a common area. My son doesn't have a phone. He doesn't have a laptop. He has nothing in his room. It's downstairs in a common area, and it's monitored. I have passwords, all of his stuff. Anytime I want to see anything, he has to show me. He knows that. But he came to me in 2019 and told me about this. He said, Mom, this event, he was talking about the purple thing actually in the game. I don't think you can see it here. But this happened. Look, it has 10 million views in the video game, right? And the songs that he's singing this game is targeted for kids, same way he had a Happy Meal targeted for kids, same way he targets himself for kids.
The bipartisan infrastructure deal is
me off, this whole Astro World thing, is because I remember my son coming to me in 2019 and asking me what this purple thing coming out of there, what it meant. What does it mean? He told me he got bad vibes from it. I can't remember. It was like almost 4 years ago now, whatever, 2019. Okay. It was beginning of 2019. And he told me, and he was articulate about it, that what was up with it. And this is it. There you see the dead. Okay, good. I got the playback speed sped up. Good. Because you don't want to hear this. But this is what they did. Look, he's got an inverted cross on his back. This is the same thing they had at the concert. This is why they didn't stop the concert. They were shooting a video. These are fire. I mean, this was an event. What does that say right there? Hold on. I just noticed that. Oh, Cactus Jack. I think that's his altar. Who's Cactus Jack? Does anybody know? Is that Travis Scott an anagram or something? No. Yeah, could be. No. Could be. And this is sped up. This ain't it. This is it right here. 175 million views. This is it right here. Okay. So this is what my son saw. Look at the X'd out eyes and the lips that are sewn up. This is sped up again. But this was the same as the concert that they just had at the NRG in Houston. So this is sicko mode. Here you go. This is Chronos, the same as the concert.
The sun is down, the freezing cold. That's how we already know when it's here. My dog will probably do it for Louis Bell. That's just
all right.
When we pull up, you need a loot. Was off the Remy, had a back post.
So he does like a couple of his songs. Goosebumps
in the 305. Treat me like I'm Uncle Lou.
Check this out. I wanted to point this out. These guys back here look like they're from Squid Game. At one point, they have like a square, a triangle, and they're in that like pinkish tone.
About to turn this function in about a room. Told her I bet you coming too. In the 305, treat me like I'm Uncle Lou. Start the top off. It's just a we'll put this together.
So yeah,
very
got
1,000 kids outside is trying to come alive. 99 to cash your world have to relocate.
He just said, I got 1,000 kids outside that are trying to come alive. And it ain't a mosh pit if ain't no injuries. So yeah, he does promote that. This is Goosebumps, not me.
I'm sipping low key and honest, rider. When I pull it up right beside you, pop star Lil Mariah. When I take skit game,
they got to bleep it out. But this was played for my son and every other child that plays Fortnite. So that is why I was so offended and so upset.
Working on, for a while.
But also very proud of my son for catching this. And, in 2019, he knew this shit and he called the guy trash. And there he was. Right, dead on accurate. So, yeah, exactly. Rastaman lives. Cactus Jack was Mankind's alter ego from WWE. Oh, I didn't know that. Cactus Jack is a techno DJ from the early 2000s. Okay. An old wrestler. Okay. Hey, John. Very good to see you, John Horse. John Horse has a channel, guys. Bye, Perfect Strain. Yeah, we're going to get out of here. Yeah, it is creepy. It is creepy. But again, I wanted to just point out that, my son pointed it out. Okay, so he's 14 now. I think he was, I want to say he was 11. He would have had to have been 11. I'll link that. I mean, not that you guys want to see it, but I'll link it in case you do. Like I said, if you want to get drunk, you just watch that conversation with Travis Scott and take a drink every time he says at the end of the day. Because he says it a lot. Yeah, really weird, really weird. And the fact that my son came to me and told me that he felt bad vibes, that's what he said to me. And he asked me about it. He asked me what's that purple thing that's coming up out of the ground? This is a game that he played and that I watched. I didn't see anything wrong with it until that event. So, smart kid. I'm lucky. All right. Yeah, we're going to get out of here. Good night, True Telemofo. Thank you, Gary. Let me just check him. Oh, wow. Thank you so much. I don't. Oh, wow. Gary, thank you. Gary bought me another coffee. It's cold here in Texas, 37. You'll need some more coffee. Thank you. And She Wolf, thank you. CashApp. Love you, lady. I love you right back, She Wolf. You know that I do. Thank you very, very much. Very, very much. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Very nice. Good night to all of you. It is live free or die. That's what it is. It's live free or die. The silent majority, it's not a thing anymore. Okay. It's not helpful if we're silent, right? Plan, prepare, and pray as much as you can, but it's no fear. We don't walk in fear. Make sure you have a plan though. Make sure you know how you have skills, you know how to purify water, or you have a way to do it, a straw, a life straw, or I'm not plugging any specific kind of straw, but purification tablets. You can look up online how to do it with charcoal and naturally. So all of that. And look out for your neighbors, especially the ones that are assholes like mine, because they're the ones that need it. Okay. Obese, thank you. DM, cheers, Gary, Scam family, Rastaman, very good to see you. Obese, good to see all of you. Thank you all for chilling with me. And we will get out of here at 3:23. How long we've been going? It's probably a crazy number. 2:13. Oh well, I can't spend my time doing that, or I would drive myself crazy. All right, guys, enjoy the rest of your weekend. Yeah. Thanks a lot. Peace out, guys. Check the links. Good night.